right, coming down in 8, 7, 9, 42, Hut Golf. What is up? It is I, back again.
I'm Aaron.
And I'm Rocky, if you ain't know, but you should know because it is I.
What have you had going on these days?
So, nothing too much. Remember the girl I told you that got beat up at Walmart by the one guy that she was allegedly dating?
I think so.
Ain't nobody seen her in a few days.
That's a bit concerning.
A little bit.
A lot bit concerning, actually.
Yeah. But you were telling me about somebody with 6 kids?
Yeah, you sent me that thing about the guy.
Oh, yeah,
that guy that has all 5 women pregnant at almost the exact same time.
I was wondering where you was going. I was like, wait, what guy you was talking about? Got you. Yeah.
Yeah, so I didn't know that guy's an artist. That guy's like a musician, apparently.
Yeah.
Didn't know that. So that makes a little more sense, I think, than just. I thought it was just some random guy that got 5 women pregnant at the exact same time.
Nah, this
why would you want to do that though?
Gets promising contracts and pull out game kind of weak.
I don't know. And people get a contract and suddenly forget how to do that.
What's the worst thing a woman has done to you on a first date? Because you newly single now and you in the dating world. You had any crazy dating experience? And if not, then what's the one you could remember first date wise? Give me yours.
I'm not newly single, by the way. I've been single.
Whatever. Give me yours. I'm gonna read off a crazy couple of ones.
Oh God. See, like I've said, I've never had anything crazy go on. It's very
maybe not crazy,
vanilla,
but something that you just wouldn't imagine that would go on a first date. Like she just go ahead and fart real quick, pick her nose, and put a booger under the table.
Nothing. I can't. Nothing comes to mind. I have such normal dates. I guess when I do go on them,
could call you a bitch because you won't take a shot of Jack or something.
Okay, then I'll be like, you know what? Shut up. I'll do it. All right.
Just aggressive. Oh man. Somebody was like, "Tell my wife we're on a date."
Oh.
Yeah. Sorry, heavy hitters. Start off.
Yeah, that's bad. That's not good.
That's a conversation for you when you get home. Got in the car while they're on their phone and said, drive then.
Like
I went to go pick them up. She got in the car while she's on her phone, looks at me and says, well drive then.
No. Shut up and get out of my car. What are you, what?
Dates over immediately when it starts. Ain't no way in the world.
I will say I did go out with one chick one time that this was something that happened to her. It wasn't something that happened to me, but I thought it was so insane. She told me, because honestly, I'm kind of curious when I do go out with chicks from dating apps and stuff, because we both know dudes are weird.
Extremely.
Dudes are extremely weird.
I don't like to admit it because I'm trying to stick up for my men companion, but
dudes are weird.
Yeah.
Dudes are extremely
being
weird.
Raised by females, chill with females, all female friends. They show me stuff and I'm just like, bruh, ain't no way.
So I've asked girls before when I've gone out with them, what is the weirdest thing that has happened to you on a date with a guy? Because I am genuinely curious, because I'm so curious to see how crazy and weird people are. And this chick told me that dude picked her up. They went and got food and drinks, whatever, you do. And so they get back in the car after the date's over. And the guy goes, so are you going to give me head now?
Huh. Well.
And then she refused. So he drove first of all, he drove to a parking lot where he expected her to do this. She said no. He drove to a different parking lot, asked again. She said no again. He kicked her out of the car.
She should have been left. He
kicked her.
Left.
She had to call a friend to come and get her because dude just kicked her out of the car in a parking lot somewhere.
Ben had dipped out because that's rapey vibes. I'm not even gonna lie. That sounds kind of really aggressive.
I guess it could have gone.
There was
worse,
there was nothing warming up to that situation. They weren't talking good. None of that.
Mention it during dinner or something.
Because I didn't see a lot of girls, get kicked out of spots like hotel rooms and cars and everything because, the person that they're with is all about sex and they're trying to act brand new and make a big deal out of it. And it sounds terrible until you read like the text messages on the guy's end or the screenshot that the guy's has or his receipts. And it's just all like, well, yeah, you the one who came all the way over here promising such and such. I was just obliging you by taking you here and there.
Right.
But now you over here saying you ain't going to do such and such. Yeah,
What-
why
what
are
are
you
we-
here?
so what are we doing?
Why are we here? Kicking them out, I don't know.
And this was probably
Me personally, I wouldn't, but
this
I
was probably
understand.
at, like,
I understand.
maybe like 9-10 p.m. Like that's
That's wrong.
that. At least take her home.
That-
Like
yeah,
like I get
know.
if you're mad, but like take her home.
Yeah, that's the least I could do is like order you a Uber.
Yeah, like hey, get out, but the Uber will be here in 7 minutes.
That part, yeah. Go wait in the living room. I gotta get set up right quick. That's OD. But I don't know. I haven't had really any crazy first date experience myself. I guess the only thing I can really think of is she brought her kid.
No.
Yeah,
Like
that
no.
was
that
was-
immediately. I'm
yeah,
leaving.
Yeah.
I'm leaving.
And everybody's saying I'm in the wrong time. I'm oh well, you know they're a package deal and blah blah blah. Like, who said I'm getting set up for marriage? I don't even know if I like this bitch.
I was about to ask you since you mentioned that. Are you? Say you were single, you're on dating apps, whatever. Is that like a huge no if a chick has a kid? Like
Nah,
you're just like cool with?
nah.
Oh,
Because
okay.
I mean, we gotta
I gotta there.
have like some kind of boundaries, of course, at first. But it's just like if I don't see you in that way, but I see like you cool peoples, I can vibe with you, kick it with you, maybe vent to from time to time, just being the whole good friend kind of role. Then yeah, I got the right to just be all like, nah, your kid can't come. Or you
Yeah.
can't come because you
Well, I
got
just
or
don't-
you can't come because you got your kid.
I just don't want a chick with a kid. That's
Yeah.
that. I mean,
But
that's what I mean.
yeah,
I'm not getting involved with a chick with a kid.
Oh, okay. So you're talking about like
I don't mean, like-
literally dating.
Yeah, like I'm gonna go
Oh.
out with this woman with
Yeah,
a
yeah,
kid.
yeah. I'll date with a girl with a kid.
Yeah, no.
But it depends on if now the kid bad as shit, I will not.
Yeah,
Because that's a reflection of your parents, and I'm not dealing with that.
that's 100% not your problem.
Yeah, like,
Actually.
yeah. Now I will break up with you if your kid bad. That's just me.
What?
But the last one I wanted to read off. My bad. This was a big one. She left the table and said she has to take a piss. I said, "Cool, I gotta go too." Only to be standing in the urinal right beside her.
So like we're gonna split the check, right? Like we're gonna split the check and then we're both just gonna leave. That would be
That's how that's gonna go.
That would be so
That's
deflating.
exactly how that's gonna go. It's be like, yeah.
What if you're like really into it too? You're like, oh man, like this chick is like hot, like I'm so like.
Hey man, you gonna have to call your best friend, your mom or whatever, and
I
just say
wouldn't
like
tell.
you may be gay. You may open up a new door to figure like maybe you in the trannies now.
No, I wouldn't tell anyone that. If somebody,
Now
hey,
it's
how was your
now
night?
it's just gonna be that secret kink. Now every time you run into a tranny that may look a certain way, that's always gonna be in the back
Or
of your
it's
head.
gonna send you running the complete opposite direction and never date anyone ever again. Like, oh man, this date, like you're texting your boy, like, oh man, this date's going so well, like like whatever.
Hey man, you like what you like.
Hey,
but
I mean,
yeah, that'd be a big one to me. It's like, can you at least reveal that? You catfish me like that? And why didn't I see it?
yeah, or at least like go. I don't know. We're not getting it on the bathroom conversation right now.
Not in the urinal. Go in the stall, man. Like,
Oh,
lie to me
man.
and just be all like the girl's bathroom was nasty or whatever.
Another thing that I think you've sent it to me before, is this. There's more beef now in the whole world of Soulja Boy and
Man.
NBA YoungBoy. That's two of like the most
Yeah.
no one cares people.
Two E-class celebrities. I don't know. The younger generation love NBA YoungBoy.
Yeah, and Soulja Boy was actually the first YouTube rapper. I'm just saying. I'm not giving him any credit for anything. I'm just saying he was like the first one that did that.
Don't get this man started about being the first. He the first to do a lot of
Oh
stuff.
yeah, that is true.
He's
He does
the
say that a
first
lot.
To do a lot of stuff.
He does say that a lot. That he was the first to do everything.
Oh my goodness, this man.
But aren't they the ones that NBA YoungBoy showed up to like a parking lot or something? I think you sent me that. It was probably like a few weeks ago, but he showed up to like a parking lot or like a business or something that Soulja Boy told him to come to because they were gonna like have it out, I guess.
That Soulja Boy ain't come or something like that.
Yeah, and then NBA YoungBoy was just walking around asking random people like, "Yo, have you seen Soulja Boy?"
Seen Soulja Boy?
And they're like, "No, what do you? Why?
I don't even know. Why would I see him?
Who are you? Are you high?
Basically, like, why would I see him?
Who? I'm just a guy on a curb at night.
So,
I don't.
like, bro, I'm just working a food truck. I don't know what you want.
Yeah,
right
I'm just
now,
having
bro.
a smoke break. I don't.
Like, I'm just getting back from school. Like, what did you want? Oh man, I do remember that. That's funny.
I just think it's a funny beef because that really is like people like I would say like our generation who when Soulja Boy was like a thing.
And
now
Boy
it's like the
always
young
getting punked too. That'd be the funniest thing ever. Because he want to be gangster so bad, but then his track record just ain't putting him in that place because he's always getting punked. This man be getting cussed out. He be getting slapped. He be getting pushed. People just be rolling up to his hood asking for him.
asking where he is.
Even when he was beefing with Chris Brown, that whole thing. Turns out they were literally 2 blocks away from each other.
That's like those videos you see of the dogs.
Yeah,
that like there's a gate, and then as soon as it opens, they stop. That's exactly what it is.
It's embarrassing. Speaking of beefs that don't nobody care about, your boy Blueface.
Well, now.
You know he locked up, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Did you hear his little phone record?
No.
Oh, he love it in jail. His exact words. It's cracking. I love it here. People here are with the shits. Ain't nobody crying. Ain't nobody wondering what's going on. Everybody standing on business. Sound to me, with all the gay allegations and everything placed on him, it's making more and more sense.
I guess he's in there and he's not getting abused by Krishan. And
it's making more and more sense.
All that stuff.
But they always coming up saying like he be doing gay stuff.
I did hear that.
And then like he'll ignore it completely to the point where I guess he'll fool the viewers, be all like, they just talking because they mad.
Yeah,
or whatever like that. You know,
they're just saying whatever.
Yeah, because that's the new generation now. You know, women love to call men sassy for whatever reason. Like,
do they?
Hey man, you do anything.
Actually, I've been called sassy before by a female.
It's the new thing, man. You can't do anything normal, bruh.
And I didn't even do anything. I just said something.
That's usually how it goes.
I didn't do anything like out of the ordinary.
That's usually how it goes. You just pick like 108 degrees. You grab a Slurpee. Oh, you really grab a Slurpee? Oh, you sassy. It's
what?
Hot.
It's summertime.
It's hot. Making coffee in the morning. Oh man, it's sassy.
Last episode we touched on the whole Gypsy Rose Blanchard thing, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, you knew more about it than I did. I was just sort of like familiar somewhat with it. You knew of like the actual like what really went on. So I went home. Or actually, I was at work, and I found out that there is a show.
Yeah, The Act.
Yes.
I've been told you to watch this a while ago.
I didn't know that's what it was about.
Been told you to watch this a while ago.
It was so good.
Isn't it
it's
amazing?
So good.
Ain't
and it really paints, because like I went into it like, oh, this girl is crazy. She's this and that.
Tell me she don't remind you of Reagan.
No. But
the
actress, me and you've had this conversation.
I'm about to say not her. God, Christ, not
the girl that plays
her,
Joey King.
Yeah, there you go. That's her name.
And if you don't know who she is by the name, that's for some reason I always remember her as the girl that played the daughter in White House Down. She was Channing Tatum's daughter in that movie.
Okay,
that's a bit of a throwback, but for some reason, anytime I see her, that's what I think of.
Room?
No.
Oh, never mind.
But I binged that whole series, that whole 8-episode series.
It's so good, man.
And
it's amazing.
And it makes a lot more sense, her acting the way that she's acting now that she's out of prison. Because I mean, she totally like she has no choice but to own it. She's like, yeah, I did a messed up thing.
Like I said, she got picked up in a car with a license plate Hitman on it. So yeah, she doesn't care at all. Ain't no double jeopardy. So. And
her now new husband, the one that apparently proposed to her in prison,
he's a creep. He needs to be locked up. I don't know. There's just something off about him. I feel like they need to check his laptop.
And I went and I scoured her like Instagram just out of curiosity. So like, what is like a 30-something-year-old, posting after being in prison for like 8.5, 9 years? And man, she is on that 2014 wave like nobody's business. She's posting like the keep calm and like don't listen to the haters and whatnot.
Oh man.
Yeah, dude.
She got a signature on her post and everything.
Yeah, she's on that 2014 thing.
She's still stuck in the past.
Yes, but I did learn a lot actually from that show. Because from what I read, it was
The documentary's better than the show.
The
If
one
you
where
ask
they
me.
interview her and like the dude in prison.
Yeah, all of that. Like Mommy Dead Dearest.
I watched that one. Yeah. Because then I was like on this kick. I was
Yeah,
like
you
suddenly
on a
like
rabbit
super
hole
interested
now.
in it. Yeah. And so I think I watched the show, went to bed, got up, went to work the next day, came home, watched the documentary, and it was just fascinating.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize that she was like, and I hate this is gonna probably come off really bad, but she was like as much of a victim as she was. I didn't know her mom had like
Cat.
done all that stuff.
Cat.
I mean. Before we get canceled, she's obviously completely in the wrong, but at least in the show, and like her mom making her think she had all these disabilities.
I would have been on her side if she didn't choose the wrong path with just choosing murder.
Yeah,
Like I said, there was so many alternatives where she could have fucked her mom up.
but that was also the that was like the
took her
only way
life.
that she thought she could get out of it.
Nah.
Because I mean, what's she gonna do? Live like that until she's 30?
She was slowly learning reality. So she would have known, like, oh, I can call this number and be like, this is not true.
Right. Yeah,
Oh,
well, I mean,
I got common sense to hop on dating apps and talk and sneak and talk to somebody on the computer, but I can't pay nobody to come jump my mama and act like it's a robbery.
and then steal her.
Yeah, like, hey, anything could happen, but murder, taking somebody's life just because they was getting off on a state and using you as a pawn, that's OD.
That is a bit extreme, yes. I'm not like trying to justify her killing her mom.
Man, not even. All I'm saying is, man, even Jesus had a mule. It just sucks it had to be your own people's.
I mean, the whole thing was just crazy because I was like, okay, I'll watch like the first episode of this, and then I ended up being like, it got to be like 7 or 8 p.m. and I had like 2 or 3 episodes left. I'm like, I have to finish this now. Like, I don't want to watch this tomorrow. I'm gonna finish it tonight.
Every show I tell you to watch is like that. I'm telling you, you will lose sleep over the shows I tell you to watch.
I did lose a little bit of sleep over
I'm
that.
just mad it always takes somebody else to tell you.
Well, it wasn't even that. I just saw it on like Instagram or something and was like, oh, that's cool. There's a show about it. I didn't even think about that you had told me about it.
Speaking of, when is The Boys coming up? I know I didn't tell you nothing about that. You already knew about that.
Yeah.
But Jesus Christ, when is the new season coming out?
I don't know. I think they might be filming it now. I don't think we're gonna get it for another like year or two, which sucks because that show is so good. And I really want to know what happens. I know Stranger Things just started filming.
Yeah.
So that's
I'm
kind of
catching
exciting.
up on Stranger Things. I'm on season 3 right now. I just started watching it over, and I'm struggling with season 3. I don't like how they're making it.
What?
I don't like how they're making it a big romantic. They're focusing too much on
on the
11 and everybody being a couple.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
like-
it gets.
I'm
I'll
like,
say.
get back to the Stranger Things.
What is it? The last 2 episodes they're like movie length. Like the last 2 episodes are like 2.5 hours long.
Yeah.
That's where shit gets crazy.
Word.
I mean, it gets kind of crazy here and there, but it explains a lot. You're gonna be sitting there going, oh, okay, oh, like how that goes. But yeah.
Speaking of people with villains and power and superpowers and stuff like that, would you rather
Oh God.
have the DC family come and beat your ass at least once a year?
Like the superheroes?
Yeah.
Oh God.
Like
Okay.
a group of them, either like Batman and his people,
Just getting
Aquaman
jumped
and his,
by a bunch of superheroes?
DC family, but just once a year. Once a year, you get to pick the date or whatever, but in the end, you get $150 million. Or for $100K, you have to choose a Marvel character to come and cause ruckus on the city.
And do I have to stop them, or
Let
I'm
'em-
just like,
let them run amok.
well, since I guess I would go with that one because that one doesn't like directly affect me. I mean, yeah, it's like it's my fault, and I'll have to live with that.
Who
but,
would you choose?
I mean, if I really wanted to start a ruckus and just destroy a city,
It's your city. Your city. Not go pick like
Go pick another.
Senegal. You know, like France. Let's go.
I'm gonna send him to Chicago this time. I don't know. I mean, they could all do some pretty decent damage.
I would choose that one too, only because I feel like with
At least
the
I'm not getting beat
the
up.
150 million I would get, I would probably spend it on hospital bills.
Yeah, or you'd just be dead.
Because Batman got too much daddy issues.
Yeah, Batman holds nothing back.
And then I ain't trying to get kidnapped by the Penguin because he be on some other shit.
I was just watching a couple of videos about how bad Marvel is now, by the way.
Yeah,
Which I know you've been a DC guy.
There you go. As long as y'all, hey, as long as you know. As long as you know.
But DC, I mean Marvel, it sucks. Like this new show, Echo, that just came out. Apparently, that show is apparently like
I just feel like
notoriously bad.
the end game was like all they had, and I were like at the bottom of the barrel with Marvel movies.
After Endgame, I thought Loki was pretty good.
Yeah, Loki's pretty good.
I thought the Hawkeye show was pretty good.
I haven't seen that.
And Moon Knight started out pretty good, in my opinion, but
I heard Arrow's filming something again.
probably, I don't know.
I feel like I seen that.
Marvel's just pumping movies out like rabbits,
Yeah.
dude. They don't, and it's so like, it's just like a factory of like the same movie with different characters. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they're just like, they're not even entertaining anymore. It was like Endgame and then like a few of the shows. And then after that, it's like I don't even care about Marvel anymore. And me and my mom used to go see all of them in the theaters when they came out. And they could drop a movie tomorrow and it would I wouldn't pay money to see it.
Sure.
The only one I'm excited for is Deadpool 3.
Yeah, I'm
hope.
definitely interested in that.
That is the
I'm
only hope
definitely
Marvel has
interested in
left.
Deadpool, but that's pretty much. Speaking of, I would choose the 100K too, but I can't get past Deadpool because that's the only one I would know I would bring back to cause a ruckus.
Yeah, he could do some serious damage.
Because I know his damage would be petty. It'd be like
Yeah.
I'm taking these tires because I
would-
like the rims and I'm gonna
Yeah.
leave you with all donuts.
It would be petty and like inconvenient.
It
wouldn't-
real inconvenient.
It wouldn't be like knocking down buildings and stuff, you know?
Takes
Like,
my 75-inch and puts a 19-inch on the entertainment stand. It's like, okay.
Well, speaking of fictional people, I don't know if you saw, you like Dave, the show, right?
Oh, okay,
Little Dicky show?
Yeah, yeah.
Did you see where he just dropped an album with all the music from it?
I didn't.
You know, I don't know if you're caught up, or I don't think you're caught up on the show. Are you?
Yeah, yeah. I'm
Okay,
caught
so
up.
you know how on the show, his album that he's going to come out with is called Peanut?
Yeah.
That's the name of the album. Yeah, and it's the whole, like, all the music that he makes in the show,
I mean,
which I've been asking for.
that makes sense because the show is literally about his life.
Right,
Everything that he's been through up until now, like
right.
so. Yeah.
And I don't know why it took him this long to come out with it.
Makes sense. Makes sense because he had to film the show. It's
I guess.
advertisement.
I wonder when is there a new season of that coming?
There was a movie like that where it was a musical, but the musical was the whole album, and the movie was actually pretty good. What was it?
Wasn't Rocket Man?
No, Guava Island, Guava Island, Childish Gambino, Rihanna. Have you seen it?
No.
Oh man, nice little chick flick, so to speak, little love story. But it was actually
Oh,
pretty.
well.
It was actually pretty good. But the whole entire movie is his whole album.
That's creative.
Leave it up to Childish Gambino, right?
I actually since you mentioned him, I was actually just watching something the other day about how he went from like when he was like 23, he was writing for 30 Rock. Like, which I never really got into it like that, but I know a lot of people enjoyed that show. And how he basically went from acting to music, and he's basically, I think he could be president, honestly. I think he could be president of the United States one day.
Whoa,
I'm just saying. I think he is like one of the most like Swiss Army knife people that I've ever seen.
President, you taking that one way too far.
Why?
You know, I'm a down this hill. I don't care. Opinion court. We ain't had that
boy.
we ain't had that in a little minute.
Here we go.
Childish Gambino's music sucks.
He's had a couple of hits.
No,
He's had a couple of hits.
No. Yeah, he had a couple of hits, nice little EPs here and there that I can deal with. You know what I'm saying?
He had like Red Bone.
I like. There you go. That's one. I do like that. And even back in the day, he had like maybe one, but other than that, his music is ass. He's up there with like Logic. I don't know why people put them on a pedestal
People
and just
still
be
listen
all
to
like,
Logic.
I don't know why people would just be all like, oh man, they're great. They don't even hang around nobody great, so I don't even know why their name gets mentioned. But as a music artist, ass. Terrible. But as an actor,
I was about to say,
oh man, he is hilarious. I've been watching him since YouTube days when he was what was he? He had one skit called Bro Rape, but it was like the little main people he hang around with, the white guys.
yeah, I don't remember what that group was called, but that was mentioned.
But that skit is hilarious. But yeah, he's funny. He's funny as all get out.
And he was in, I mean, Atlanta, obviously.
Oh, of course.
That's a tremendous show.
Classic. Will forever be funny.
I don't know. I think since he does so much stuff behind the scenes, like he can act, obviously, but like he does a lot of stuff, like writing, direct, like all that kind of stuff. Like he directed a handful of the Atlanta episodes. Mm-hmm. He wrote, I think, all of them or most of them.
Yeah, he's a great director, great producer.
I don't know. I want to see him do more, but like I don't know what else he can do.
In the beginning, I really wanted to get into his music too. After I seen his freestyle on Sway in the Morning to that Drake beat, Pound Cake, he killed that track, and then bounced into a conversation just to back into a freestyle. That shit was wild. But then the more I kept trying to listen to his music, I was like, you know what? He really sucks.
Just not worth my time listening to it.
Yeah, like he really sucks. It's like the dude that's going around right now. I mean, he been made the song, but he was like freestyling to the cha-cha beat, the cha-cha slide. Come on, everybody, now do the cha-cha.
Yeah.
Like he was like it's going around right now. And,
I feel like I've heard that.
And it's just all like, yeah, he going off. But then the more I'm listening to it, I'm like, he really ain't saying nothing. And then I keep listening to it, I'm like, yeah, he really ass. Like he
like said nothing important this whole time.
Like, at all. Like this kind of sucks. He has no bars whatsoever, but it's okay. I guess it's a vibe because it's the cha-cha beat.
And it's TikTok.
Yeah, and it's TikTok.
And everything, if it has any semblance of rhythm, it's gonna blow up on TikTok.
Yeah, if you're important enough and it goes viral, we can bring you back in action.
Let me see.
Hell, even Paul Wall and Mike Jones and Slim Thug are going back on tour for a Still Tipping tour.
I never listened to like Paul Wall like that, right?
What? I ain't gonna lie, I had his album.
The white dude, right?
Yeah, with the grills.
Okay. I never paid any mind to him, like whatsoever. And the other day, his Instagram popped up sponsored on my Instagram, and I'm like, who is this just like normal looking white guy with like I went to his page and was like, who the hell is this random like middle-aged white man with grills? And I was like, oh, it's Paul Wall. I was like, I don't even know what he looked like.
Yeah.
He's the most normal looking dude. He looks like somebody's dad. I was like, there's no way.
The beard throw me off all the time because it's just all like everybody's getting old.
Yeah.
And then so seeing him with like a beard and it's all gray and everything.
Yeah, I was just saying he had gray hair. Yeah. And I mean, he wasn't.
And still rocking fronts, hanging around with Johnny Dang. And I'm just like,
He was relevant when? Like 20. Was he like mid 2000, like early 2000s?
Like 2006?
Okay, so it's been a while.
2007?
It's been a while.
Know. Mike Jones, who?
Yeah, I don't think I've ever listened to anything of his. Oh yeah, and I was gonna ask you too, real quick, since I don't know if you've seen it. There's a lot. The internet is up in arms and mixed emotions about this movie, Saltburn. Have you?
No, nothing about it.
I don't think everybody is like really hyping it up. It is a strange movie, over sexualized. The twist at the end wasn't even that good. The actors in it are really good, but yeah, I don't know. I just want to throw that in there in case anybody has seen it. It's on Amazon Prime, I think, and it's getting a lot of like people like it or they hate it, and I just thought it was kind of mid, honestly. Mid is a good word for it. It was like 2 hours I'll never get back.
Oh man. Okay. Well, it's debatable if I look at it or not.
I was hoping, like, as I'm sitting there watching it, like, is this gonna get better? Or the only thing, the music in it is good, and the song at the very end I've been obsessed with ever since. So
I love a good movie with a good soundtrack.
That is my opinion on Saltburn for anyone who might be wondering.
Decent movie, low key mid, but great soundtrack. Gotta keep it. Awesome. All right. But just to backtrack, my bad, just to talk about the worst dates or whatever, it just hit me. I forgot. One girl was like she had lost her phone in the middle of the date and asked dude to call it for her. And when he called it, she noticed that her name was saved as settings. And the picture of it was the setting app.
That will prompt some questions. I
was like, at least you know where you stand. But man, that's genius. That's genius to put the little tool for your photo.
But why the settings? Why not make it like, people? There's the joke that like it's like Pizza Hut or something.
Yeah,
So like, why is settings calling you? Or why are you getting a text from the settings?
Right.
That doesn't make any sense.
Why is settings sending you pictures?
Why is settings sending you nudes?
Yeah, it didn't go a little dark. I can't believe this. Jesus Christ. One girl was just like, drug me and you can assume the rest. How dare you knock somebody out unconscious just so you can delete their profile on 2K? What kind of bullshit is that?
That's extremely harsh.
Extremely harsh.
Deleting the whole 2K thing. That's enough for a man to take his life, or to take a life.
Good God, man.
Because the hours I know people put into 2K.
How thirsty can you be?
Like, are you that starved for attention?
Especially if she's a newcomer and everything, and she's just trying to up her stats. You really gonna do Kobe and LeBron like that? That's wild.
That might be like breakup worthy. Because I've seen a video where a dude.
Oh my God! You talking about where she deleted his whole profile?
Yeah,
and
his
he had
whole
his stream thing set up and all that, bruh.
And he was like.
First of all,
serious
I don't want to look
distress.
past your situation just in case if you do view this and you realize we're talking about you. That is terrible. It went a little dark, so I tried to up it with a little bit of light, but SA is not funny at all. Fuck him. I hope his brakes go out while he's doing 70 and a 35. Jeez. But anyways, fast forward. Yeah, I seen that video too. That is like, she would have to get out. She would have to leave.
Yeah, that's like relationship ending material.
The amount of time I spend on Call of Duty, like I play a lot of games. But I done found my love for Call of Duty again. But my main thing is GTA. But Call of Duty definitely has my heart right now. But the amount of time I spend on Grand Theft Auto in Call of Duty, I am my character on Grand Theft Auto. When I want to get out of character, I go to Call of Duty. But other than that, my life is in Grand Theft Auto. That is me. But if you delete one of those as a prank or try to be funny,
somebody's catching an elbow,
or just out of malice,
yeah,
you got about 10 minutes to leave my house.
Get out of my sight.
You got about 10 minutes to leave my house. Take the dogs with you because this house is going to get filled up with some holes.
Speaking of games, it's actually free on, because you're Xbox, right?
I'm both, but yeah.
Okay. Well,
pause.
Rewind. Hold on. There's a free game that I think it's been out for like a month or two now that I've been religiously playing. It's called The Finals, and it's like an arcadey, like it's a first person shooter, but it's not nearly as serious as COD. It's very much like Siege, like Rainbow Six.
Yeah, how about that?
And and some other things had a baby basically, and it's
Battlefield.
And it's, I think actually the developers of what is it called, Embark? I think that's the name of like the company.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, like the majority of them came from Battlefield. So like in the game, like in COD, like the buildings and stuff aren't that destructible if they even are. I haven't played COD since like 2019. So
yeah, it's great details within the building, but like I'm falling off and breaking off and just chipping in there. No.
So in this game, basically, there's only like 3 game modes they have right now because it's still a pretty early game, and it plays surprisingly well for being as young as it is. But they have like full like destruction of buildings, trees, like everything, and it's basically like the game, like the main game mode is called Cash Out, which is where you unlock this vault, you take it to like one of like the locations, and then you basically have to hold it down, and then it's not just team versus team, it's 3v3v3.
Oh, true.
There's 3 teams of 3.
True.
And it's actually a really fun. It's a nice change up. Like if you get tired of COD or something or whatever it is that you're playing, I've enjoyed it, and I've been playing it. Like I bought the battle pass for it, so I mean,
True that.
it's throwing that out there if you ever want to switch it up, and it's free. So like,
I just been I know recently though, for the past maybe like a month and some change, I've been playing a lot of Grand Theft Auto, of course, and messing around with my MetaQuest, playing that Beat Saber, Beta Saber, whatever it's called.
Oh yeah, that game is hard.
Oh.
I've tried that like once or twice. That shit
I feel
is
like
hard.
I'm about to get the Venus Serena Williams arms popping, bro.
The
Them
tennis
things be
elbows?
sore, man. What? My girl don't know. As soon as she leave to go to work, it be all up war in that house. I step in the living room, create my boundaries, and I be up in that bitch millie
Got
rocking.
like cushions.
Yeah. My dogs be barking because they be so concerned. I'm like, I better watch out for y'all get slapped on the
About to
accident.
catch a knee or something. Not Ronald.
Poor Ronald. Oh man, yeah. Other than that, yeah, that's pretty much all I be playing.
Yeah, I've only been playing
But that's all.
finals.
Like I said, relationship wise, I'm not out here in these streets no more. I ain't got no hoes. I'm a faithful black man, and that's the game is all I got. I hardly got any friends because she won't let me loose. So it's just all like, at least I got the game. But it's like you gonna take it as far as deleting that,
you make it sound so bad.
taking that away from me.
You're like, this is all I have. I have nothing else to live for.
That's all I got, man. That's all I got. My girl knows something happened. Zombie apocalypse. Somebody breaking the house. Mass shooting. Rapture. Take my dogs and my TV. That's all
Not the dogs.
Just take my dogs and my TV. Everything else can go. But I know.
I thought you meant like just take the dogs from me. Not like
save them.
Yeah, okay. I thought you meant like give whatever's happening.
That's all I got going on. Even if I lose a console, I could get another console. But the right TV, it's hard to come by.
Yeah.
It's like I got the perfect setup. A nice little 70, 75 inch. I'm chilling.
Jeez.
I'm chilling. Save my dogs and my TV.
Well,
Don't even save me.
Speaking of TVs, you've got a football game to watch.
Oh, is it about that time? It's 4:15?
4:05.
Oh, come on, Ravens! I got 10 minutes. Lord,
go
Jesus.
Texans!
Oh,
because
you
I'm
wish.
pulling for CJ Stroud, so that's why.
It sound good, but we all know this is about to be a blowout.
All right. Well, anything you want to tell the people before we dip on out of here?
You ugly bitches really need to shut up. Good God, if you see a man working on your best friend, let that man work on your best friend. We can't help if that hoe stupid if she make wrong decisions. But other than that, love somebody. Turn to your neighbor. Just make them smile. Love, peace, Afro Grease.
Till next week.